Hi, I am Rushikesh. Welcome to this video. Please make sure that you watched the previous video on construction of sparse table data structure. I posted the link for previous video in the description. In this video, we are going to discuss how range minimum queries can be processed using sparse table data structure. Range maximum queries can also be processed in similar manner, but in this video, we are going to focus on range minimum query processing only. Let us consider an array of 10 integers as shown here. Its indices are shown above the values. Here is the sparse table data structure for this integer array. Using this sparse table, we can process range minimum queries on this array. Before actually processing range minimum queries, let us first try to understand sparse table data structure. For the sake of understanding purposes, we can assume sparse table as a table kind of data structure. The first row contains the minimum value for all possible ranges of length equal to 2 to the power of 0, which is equal to 1. Now let us see what each element in first row contains. The first element in first row contains the minimum value for range from 0 to 0 as highlighted. The second element contains the minimum value for range from 1 to 1 as highlighted. The third element of first row contains the minimum value for range from 2 to 2 as highlighted, and so on for rest of the elements in first row. Now let's see what the second row contains. Now the second row contains the minimum value for all possible ranges of length equal to 2 to the power of 1, which is equal to 2. Now the first element of second row contains the minimum value for range from 0 to 1 as highlighted. The second element contains the minimum value for range from 1 to 2 as highlighted. And the third element of second row contains the minimum value for range from 2 to 3 as highlighted, and so on for rest of the elements. Now let's see the third row, what it contains. The third row contains the minimum value for all possible ranges of length equal to 2 to the power of 2, which is equal to 4. The first element of the third row contains the minimum value for range from 0 to 3 as highlighted. The second element contains the minimum value for range from 1 to 4 as highlighted, and the third element contains the minimum value for range from 2 to 5 as highlighted, and so on for the rest of the elements. Finally, let's see what the final row of the sparse table contains. The first element of the final row contains the minimum value for range from 0 to 7 as highlighted. Second element in the final row contains the minimum value for range from 1 to 8 as highlighted. And finally, the last element in the final row contains the minimum value for range from 2 to 9 as highlighted. Now that we have understood the structure of sparse table data structure, let us see how range minimum query can be processed using sparse table. Now we are going to see two types of queries, two types of ranges, query for two types of ranges. First, range with length equal to power of 2, and second, ranges with length not equal to power of 2. So first let us see how we can process range minimum query for ranges with length equal to power of 2. Consider a range from 4 to 4 as highlighted in the figure. It contains only one element and it's a very trivial case. The length of this range is 1, and the minimum value for this range is contained in the first row of the sparse table as highlighted in the figure, which is equal to 6. Similarly, now let's see how we can compute the minimum of the range from 3 to 4. Now the length of this range is equal to 2. So the minimum value for this range is contained in a second row, and its value is 4 as highlighted in the figure. Now let's see how we can compute the minimum of range from 5 to 8. The length of this range is equal to 4. So the minimum of this range is contained in the third row of the sparse table. Its value is highlighted and its value is equal to 0. Finally, let's see how we can compute the minimum of the range from 1 to 8. The length of this range is equal to 8. So the minimum value of this range is contained in the final row of the sparse table as highlighted in the figure, which is equal to -1. Till now we have seen how we can process the range minimum query for ranges with length that are equal to power of 2. Now let's see how we can query the minimum for ranges with length that are not equal to power of 2. So let us consider an example where we want to compute the minimum of range from 1 to 3 as highlighted in the figure. Now the length of this range is equal to 3. Now we need to find out the value of p such that 2 to the power of p is less than or equal to 3. So we know that for p equal to 1, the 2 to the power of p becomes 2, so that is less than or equal to 3. The next value of p, which is 2 to the power of 2 becomes 4, which becomes greater than 3. So we consider value of p equal to 1. Now this range from 1 to 3, whose length is equal to 3, we divide it into two ranges of length equal to 2 to the power of p. In this case it is equal to 2. So we divide this range from 1 to 3 in two ranges of length equal to 2. Those two ranges are range from 1 to 2 and range from 2 to 3. And the minimum of the entire range from 1 to 3 is equal to minimum of the range from 1 to 2 and the minimum of range from 2 to 3. And the values of these two ranges are highlighted in the second row of sparse table. So the total minimum for range from 1 to 3 becomes minimum of -1 and -1, which is equal to -1. So in this way we can process the minimum of range whose length is not equal to power of 2. So now let's see another example. For a range, we want to compute the minimum of range from 3 to 8. Now length of this range is equal to 6. So we find out for which value of p 2 to the power of p is less than or equal to 6. We know that for p equal to 2, this condition is satisfied. So we divide this entire range from 3 to 8 into two ranges of length equal to 2 to the power of 2, so which is equal to 4. So we divide this range into two ranges of length equal to 4. So those two ranges will be contained in the third row of this table, and the two ranges are range from 3 to 6 and range from 5 to 8. So how we are computing this range from 3 to 6 and 5 to 8? Range from 3 to 6 is computed based on the initial value of the range. So the question is 3 to 8. So we consider the initial value 3 in the first range, and since our length of the range is sub-range is equal to 2 to the power of 2, so we have to consider from 3 to 6. Now the second range 5 to 8, how do we arrive at it? This we have arrived based on the end index of the range in question. The range in question is 3 to 8, its end index is 8. So based on 8, we are computing the beginning index by considering that range length is equal to 2 to the power of 2, which is 4. So it becomes 5. So from 5 to 8, the range becomes length equal to 4. So the minimum of the entire range from 3 to 8 is minimum of range from 3 to 6 and minimum of range from 5 to 8. So the values of these two sub-ranges are highlighted in the third row of the figure, and finally the answer becomes minimum among these two values. So my 1 and 0, so minimum is 0. So in this way we compute the minimum of range for for a range whose length is not equal to power of 2. Finally, let us consider one more example. We want to compute the minimum of range from 0 to 8. Length of this range is equal to 9 and this is not a power of 2. Then we find out the value of p such that 2 to the power of p is less than or equal to 9. We know that p equal to 3. So 8 becomes less than or equal to 9. So we divide this entire range from 0 to 8 into two sub-ranges of length equal to 8. And those two sub-ranges are from 0 to 7 and from 1 to 8. And their minimum values are highlighted in the final row of the sparse table, which are -1 and -1. And minimum among these two values becomes the answer for minimum of the entire range from 0 to 8, so which is equal to -1. So in this way we process the range minimum queries for ranges whose powers are not equal to whose length is not equal to power of 2. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you have any comment, please post